Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, Raptorians. This is Binarai here for another Raptoreum update on the 8th of... it's the 8th of December 2024. Let's go! How you doing, Joe? We've got Yuzu, Soka, Zed, Tenacious D, Foodwiser, Pepe. What's up, guys? How you doing, Dan? Yeah, good, thanks, Dan. Please like the stream, guys. Click the subscribe button to be kept up to date with any more Raptoreum videos. Make sure you're at our Discord. The link is at the top right of the stream. That is discord.gg/Raptoreum. About another 10 minutes now, we'll get started with the update. Keep sharing the stream, please. gift can dance to pretty much anything. All right. I think we'll get started. Hello, community. My name's Paul Mills from Raptoreum Core, and here we have Hunter Schultz, who is the head of production for Raptoreum, and many, many other roles that you just would not imagine. It's a pleasure to be here for a weekly update. We haven't done a weekly update for, I don't know, a couple of weeks, few weeks maybe, because we had the AMA, and then I went away with some friends.
Rock concert.
Yep, went to a rock concert.
Yeah.
Which, bear in mind, I wasn't really that keen on the band. I was just happy to see friends, you know.
There you go. There you go.
Today, I am on, being as it's the time of the year, I've got the Irish cream. So to give a look to the stream, I'm going to have a swig of this. Cheers, guys.
Have you looked at what day is New Year's Eve? Let me look.
New Year's Eve.
Is it Tuesday?
Let's have a look.
Yeah, it's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do something on New Year's Eve, aren't we?
You think so?
Something. Well, we have to do the blooper reel.
Oh yeah, we got the blooper reel, haven't we? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
Silliness abounds.
Have you been? Are we going to do that live or are we
I don't know.
We're just gonna
No, live could be
have you
dangerous.
been producing the video for that?
I've got an assemblage of clips. So
Oh, right. Okay.
hang on. Sherm says, "How drunk are you now? How drunk are you right now?"
That's literally my second. That's literally my second ship. No, I'm not much of a drinker anyway, but during this time of the year, when it's cold, you can't beat Irish whiskey. What is it? Anyone would think I was drunk already, but I'm really not. Yeah, you can't beat Irish cream. That's right. I was going to say Irish whiskey. Anyway, today I've been Christmas shopping with my children. They were helping me get some items for the rest of my family. And how it prevailed was they brainwashed me into buying things for them, which wasn't supposed to happen. So when I got home, I got in trouble with the wife for
Yeah.
not doing the task that I was intended to do.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that. Kids are a big distraction, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think there's a comedy routine about someone who took his kids Christmas shopping for his wife and they went into the wrong store. The party store, and not the kind of party favors you're thinking of. But anyway, moving right along.
Yeah. I'll get you. All right. Okay. There's been a fair bit of things going on. I've been working my little cockles off on this project over the last few weeks, apart from when I went out, obviously. Okay, so what I want to start with is regarding CryptoSmith. We are not going to be having any CryptoSmith streams until January because CryptoSmith is super busy with his orders, and it's important that he gets his orders done in real life to bring in that money for Christmas. So that's what he's focused on right now until January, and then we'll be looking forward to getting him back. And what I will say is, when CryptoSmith comes back, it will be a separate video on the stream. This is going to help with people who are searching for that sort of thing, help with real world assets as a category in its own thing, and it just organise the channel a little bit better to help people navigate what they want to see, because I know that there's some people who just want to see the CryptoSmith stream, and some people who just want to see the Raptoreum videos that we put out. So yeah, that's the plan for BitKnives HQ. We have had some new trivia automations that I've been kind of programming into the chat, so when certain things are typed out, certain things happen, to make the experience a bit more gamified, if you will. I'm still working on that, so yeah, expect more things to come from trivia. If you don't already know what trivia is, this happens on Mondays and Thursdays at 11 p.m. my time, wherever that is in your time, I don't know, but I'm in UTC currently. So please join us for Trivia Night on Mondays and Thursdays. As we do have the Stacy wallet that's coming to Telegram very soon, we are possibly going to be trialing a Trivia Night or a Trivia Day in the Telegram channel as well. So, I know a lot of you don't like Telegram, but a lot of you don't like Discord. So we're going to mix it up a little bit and see how we go with that, because there's a lot of communities that we run on Telegram that don't necessarily use Discord. So we're looking forward to getting the Stacy wallet on Telegram, because it's going to bring a whole new aspect to the community, and allow people to transact on a different platform. So I think that can't be bad, can it?
I don't know.
We have added the full team to CoinMarketCap on the profile. They are still checking all that out and verifying that it's all true. We literally put the whole team on there, not just the core team. So if you are watching and you are a team member, even if you do the smallest thing for the project, you will be on there. You definitely will be on Google. so so when that's accepted by CMC, then you'll be able to see yourself on there. And for others watching as well, there is a description on each team member, a little bit more in depth than what you see on the main website, just so you can get to know who's working on the project and what they're doing and things like that. And I think it helps with trust overall for people that are looking at our profiles, just to see that we're not scammers or anything like that. We're decent guys. So yeah, expect to see that. We are working on something called, I think I mentioned this on the AMA actually, but we're working on something called a flight path. We've created an external server for it, so Jumadis can actually focus on delivering that in a visual form. And what this is we've been working as a project now for quite a few, well, say quite a few years. I've been on it almost 7 years now. But yeah, since like testnet and mainnet and things like that, we want to show people where we've come from, because it's important for new people to see the work that's gone into building the project and working on the code and all the different cogs and wheels that make the project work, just to see the value in what we're doing. And also new investors might be looking, I say investors, sorry, not financial advice, do your own research, but investors, to see the value in what they're looking at, because you might look at the project on the outside and think, oh, that's a complete load of rubbish, but people need to see the work that's gone into to getting us where we are, so they can put their own judgment of value on what they see. We had a new blog post, Hunter. You want to talk about that?
Yes, we did.
Well, we didn't actually
Yeah.
we didn't actually talk about The Lion Sleeps Tonight, but there's been 2 since then. So
Well, I should pull up which do you want to talk about?
we'll do the lion one first, and then you do the other one.
Yeah, the Lion King. If you remember the saga of the Lion Sleeps Tonight, which is, guy wrote that in 1939, and he was an immigrant, a migrant worker in Johannesburg, South Africa. And he wrote the song, recorded it in 1939. Somehow it made its way over to the U.S., and a folk artist by the name of Pete Seeger, he picked it up, and somehow, some way, a music publishing company acquired the rights to it. How? Who knows? And then Disney licensed the song for The Lion King, and this guy died in 1962, the writer. His name was Solomon Linda. He died in 62 with $25 in his bank account. And his daughter, one of his daughters, was listening somewhere and heard her dad's song, part of this movie, and the lawsuits started. And sure enough, they settled with Disney and the publishing company, and they're getting part of the worldwide royalties now. So good for them. Entirely prevented had Raptoreum's blockchain been around back then. So we've written now a couple of blog posts, and I pulled up one, how Raptoreum's blockchain could have protected Lion Sleeps Tonight and transformed music copyrights. And personally, I've been delving into this quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. And this coming week, we have hopefully a video session with a band manager as well as performer. And we're going to take them through this process of creating assets on the blockchain. And frankly, if you can use some of the music production tools like Pro Tools and Audacity and GarageBand, you can create assets real easy on Raptoreum. It takes a little time. And over time, that'll improve. But the point is, this whole world of music is amazing. It is such fertile ground for Raptoreum because it's the only blockchain out there that you're protecting your IP, your intellectual property, on the blockchain itself. And just that alone is a big deal. So to give you an idea what's been going on in the background, this week I got on a seminar with the US PTO, the Patent and Trademark Office. They had a seminar on certain things, and I picked up a couple of key items. And one of the things that's on my plate is to educate them about Raptoreum and why it's different, and why they can rely on it as proof, as additional proof that a trademark was registered and then put into use. So they have an immutable timestamp, an immutable record of it, and why that is immutable on Raptoreum versus an EVM-based chain, which is using dodgy smart contracts. So that's one facet of this. Somebody asked about, attorneys and how do you educate courts. That's all part of it. So there's about 5 different audiences that we have to address, 5 or 6 different audiences, aside from artists. So a lot of thinking's gone into it. Music looks like a very, very good, fertile ground for us to educate and then become literally the standard for music publishing and rights management and ticket sales. We haven't even done it, this shit, the Raptor chain reaction on ticket sales. We need to do that. So this is a huge deal. I mean, music industry alone is about $26 billion a year. And I think that's just the US. I don't think that's even global. But anyway, we have a lot of work to do, but it certainly will be great when artists start using it. And anyway, we're doing a lot of work behind the scenes there. So more news to come on that. Hopefully within the next 2 to 3 weeks, we'll have a video of this band manager who will be creating assets and then talking about what it means to him and his bands. He manages 4 or 5 bands on top of performing in 2. So it's going to be interesting to see what this happens. Beyond that, if you've got music friends, if you've got friends who perform and they're putting their music on YouTube and trusting that as their proof, then they should be looking at Raptoreum. It's as simple as that. So that's all I got to say about that, Paul. For now.
Okay. Charlie's given us a small update in regards to Winterborn, the MMORPG game that the team over there is working on, headed by Charlie. They have been working on a dungeon behind the mines of Soldal. That is the name of it. It's nearing completion. I have seen it. It does look absolutely epic. I'm sure you're going to like it if they release these slides to the public. It's the first of a handful of dungeon builds to be completed in Valdolin. Jewels list has also been completed and materials list is currently in progress. These lists include things like name, type, weight, MDef, PDef, set bonus, etc. We need to put out a big thank you to Balanox for a lot of the work that is being put in onto these lists as well. So things are moving along nicely on Winterborn, and it's certainly great to see. I have some updates for Talon Wallet. The first thing that I want to talk about in regards to Talon Wallet is when we demonstrated the wallet and how it worked and things like that. We had a advance button, and so you could literally add more change addresses and input addresses and things like that. But we've been wondering whether it's even needed. for the simple reason that was the only advanced thing that you were seeing at that time about the wallet. And yes, you could add as many of those addresses that you wanted to, but in the basic version, you can still add as many addresses as you want to by using the above tab. So we were thinking, well, do we really need it? I mean, the point of Talon Wallet is to keep things simple and to cater for most people rather than just a few technical advanced users. And I think we haven't made a decision yet, but we were thinking of just taking out the advanced tab altogether because, like I say, it's not that much different. But anyway, our developers have been working on a few. I mean, it probably sounds basic things, but it's really important to how the wallet functions underneath the hood. So we've been creating a new storage key service that is responsible for address and key creation on wallet inceptions. It handles manipulation and storage for all present and future chains, so it kind of unifies everything. It takes care of the mnemonic seed, the secure password verifications, and it also should allow Talon to integrate with hardware wallets in the future, which is really important for the growth of any UTXO chains out there. So we've also been working on development of a new component. It's a component of providers that give access to key wallet features, such as dApps and things like that. And this is so we can make Talon interact with third-party websites. When Talon was initially theorized, we wanted to make sure that it came delivered with the underlying glue in code to connect to marketplaces, websites, and all different areas on the internet, just like these other DeFi wallets that are based on EVM and other token chains currently do, most of the time using something called Wallet Connect. But obviously our chains in UTXO, I'm not just talking about Raptoreum, I'm talking about a plethora of chains. They work a lot differently, so we've had to design a brand new way for Talon Wallet to be able to talk to external places around the internet. So it's something that had to be done to build a real good future for these chains. What else? There's also been some isolation of some UI components that would have been customized in regard to chain specific features. This is like partly to do with sending transactions and things like that. Basically, they're going to be placed in another functional domain so that the code is easier to maintain and it's structured a lot better. So when we do add additional chains to it, it's more easier to integrate them and less of a code drain on our developers to actually get them added to the wallet. And it also helps with unifying the way we do swaps and things within the wallet, which is another big aspect of what we're doing here. We're also tweaking the Talon extension to work in a pop-up or a separate window. Currently on our preview we had it running on it's just literally on a full browser window, but that is not helpful when you're trying to get things done on the web, on other websites. And as I've just talked about, that we're designing or we're coding a new way of doing a wallet connect to other websites. you need Talon Wallet in a smaller area when it's interacted with, so you can carry on doing what you're doing on the site that you're interested in interacting with. So that's what we've also been focusing on as well. So it'll come up in a pop-up, which will be similar to the size of, MetaMask and Phantom when you click the extension link. I mean, you can use those on full screen as well, which will still be a part of Talon Wallet. But yeah, you'll be able to have them in a separate window or a small pop-up that pops up when you click the icon. That's not exactly a huge task for our developers, but it's something small, but it's something that can change the way or the ease of use for people that are interacting with the wallet, and deliver them what they should expect to see in comparison to what they used to. Something else, which is one of the main things that I've been working on for a long time now, and it's been a lot of hard work, is our new partners. The last time I actually did a stream, I was talking about the fact that we had contracts on the table, and we were just tweaking a few different things on the contract so we can make sure that it meets both parties sufficiently. So I'm pleased to say that is now being finalised. We have contracts signed, and now we are in a process where we are putting the project into one place, and this has been a mammoth task because the project's got a lot of different moving parts, and each of those moving parts have their own documentation, or even if they didn't have their own documentation, it has had to be created. This is important because to be able to see all the working parts of the project all in one place is equal to the ability to how you can progress the project forward in the future, and how you can work with partners on bettering the days ahead and making quick decisions on how you should progress. So I've been working on that. It's been a lot of work, and we had a call with our partners on I can't remember when it was now. Was it Friday?
I think it was Friday, yeah.
Friday, and they were really impressed with what we did, and they went through absolutely.
You did. You did, but you did like 99.9% of that work.
Okay.
Can you disclose the program that you're using?
Oh yeah, so we can do that. We were putting everything into Notion, and this is how a lot of the big partners work. They work in Notion, and so it's not just literally, this is our doc site. This is how the chain works. It's every little detail on code, on instructions, and they don't want to have to go to all different places over the internet to find little things out. It all has to be in one place. So everything's had to be put there, and if it wasn't already available in the world, it's had to be created and put there, and then mixed with other software. This allows us to work with our partners and make decisions that are very good for the project, very well thought out, and very well directed in order to progress things. We will be having a an announcement of who these partners are, but we are getting a few things ready to do that, and they want to announce our working relationship with other things in place to announce. So it'll be like, bam, bam, bam sort of thing, to really shake things up and to really get people excited for what we're doing. So yeah, I'm not going to talk about who it is yet, but yeah, it's been a lot of work, and we're excited about it as a team. And
there's that little thing of, oh, it's only going to take a couple hours. No biggie.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
They said that the work needed to get the stuff done. It was only going to take a couple of hours on the software, and I was working a
I
long
barely
time.
heard from you. I missed you. You disappeared.
Had to be done. Had to
By
be
the way,
done.
you did. If there's something in the Pepe mentioned this in the stream party chat just a little while ago about the Raptor chain reaction, and had you watched the Raptor chain reaction today, you did mention the signing in that in this episode. But incidentally, to cover what Pepe said in the stream party chat, that is a really, as I was editing it, it's a really good episode for bringing people up to speed on where we've been and where we're going, and it's called The Next Big Thing. And in fact, I've got a call on Tuesday with someone who's interested in Raptoreum. And I said, before we have our call, telescope some time and watch the video, and the questions you have will be refined. So if you've got someone who's interested in Raptoreum, and there are going to be a lot more people, point them to that video because it covers a lot of ground, and it's a little over 30 minutes. But boy, is it comprehensive, and it's where we've been, where we're going, what's going on, and the thinking that goes into the project, etc. So I highly recommend it. We had a little fun on it too, although that'll be in the blooper reel.
All right, I'm going to have a look on the YouTube chat at the moment and see what's going on there. If anyone's got any questions for us, you're more than welcome to ask them. Oh, Jesse's actually in the YouTube. He said so not weekly. Jesse, you're supposed to be working. You're not supposed to be in the chat. I think he was just messing with us, really, telling us how, oh, I'm so busy, I don't think I've got the time till January. Yeah,
He's working on his eggnog mix.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is. Okay. Pepe saying, where can we find Charlie's scans, knives, and NFTs? I don't know. Ask Charlie. Ask JD Knives. I know that there has been some that has been made. Okay. Gonna go to the stream party chat, see if anything's come through there. Tenacious D is asking, when can we expect the announcement of the new partners? Sounds exciting. Soon.
That's better than soon, okay? I mean,
Yeah, I used an S, not a TH. So.
yeah, exactly.
It's up to them, really. I mean, we wanted to announce straight away, but we have to be sensible and we have to do the right thing. So, like I said, we want to be in a position where we announce, then we have 3 more announcements lined up, and we,
Inertia.
the new year's coming. We've got a, like him or hate him, we've got a cryptocurrency centric president, probably, as you would say, with Trump coming in, and we're expecting a lot of volatility in the space during 2025. So that's going to bring in a lot more people to the blockchain, the blockchain industry. And we want to be in a position where people can look at us and think, well, that looks attractive. And there's a lot of plans going on behind the scenes to try to get us into that position, because the more people that find us attractive, the more chance that they are prepared to, dare I say, speculate on what we're doing, and then it's like a snowball effect. Other things come from that. The community members who have been with us for a long time, are happy because things are changing, and then new opportunities come along as well. So we want to make sure it's done properly, and in the most pre-planned and sensible the way that we can do it. So that's all I'm saying on that, really. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look.
Nothing more's come in on Stream Party Chat.
All right. CryptoSmith has actually messaged me. Let's have a look. My current view. All right. There's about 30 knives on his table, but there's no hands doing anything with the knives. Yeah, I'll show you. There you go, guys. That's his current view. So yeah, he's got a lot of work. He obviously felt a little guilty, so he had to send me the image. All right, let me just check the Raptoreum growth server. I know I was tagged earlier while I was Christmas shopping. So let's have a look what I was tagged. Okay, so one of the guys that's making a marketplace, there is a few, but one of them who is very active on talking about that he's making a marketplace is talking about how he's going to deploy NFTs and the collections and things like that. He's been talking to Tree a lot over the last couple of weeks on how to deploy and interact with the chain. So yeah, some exciting stuff. What else have we got on there? Lots of assets have actually been created over the last couple of weeks. Have you noticed? You node holders, I'm sure you're pleased with all these extra fees coming through. But yeah, there's been a lot of assets. That's nice to see. There's been Jamadi's talking about creating some new things as well. He's asking me we should perhaps include a link to the AMA questions Google Docs form somewhere on the homepage. And we could do, but I suspect that would get dangerous.
By the way, I was going to mention, you talked about Flight Path, and I just looked in the Flight Path channel, and Falcon did a nice little summary there, just a little shout out to him.
Yeah.
Are we publishing that somewhere else?
Jamadi's is working on that. He's got his own development server that Charlie set him up with, so he can actually work on how that is visually delivered to the end user.
Right.
And then we're migrating that into our website. So
well done, Falcon.
Cool stuff.
And Jamartis. Yep.
Okay. Is there anything
How
else?
you card? When more exchanges? That's in the Stream Party Chat.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's have a look.
Sub-zero.
When more exchanges? I mean, yeah, when? We'll get there eventually. I mean, we are pushing and we are saving for it. It's not as if we've got our hands out asking you guys to to help save for it. We're doing it ourselves. You know, we look. What you got to think is, you know, Casper, right? Casper, they literally held their hand out for donations for absolutely everything. Some of those donations went wrong, some of them went right, and you know, their community was positive about that the entire time. We did one donation round that didn't go the best, so we didn't do another one after that. Whereas Casper just kept putting them out and putting them out. So I don't know whether our community is different to Casper. So I don't know. We thought, well, we'll just try and save up ourselves, rather than doing the whole donation thing like we did last time. But if you guys think anything different, or if someone wants to run a donation round, then so be it. But you know, let's be realistic here. People message us all the time about they want to be on these exchanges, this and that, and we all want to be on these exchanges. And you know, these exchanges are anything. The ones that you would like to be on are anything from 120,000 to probably $1 million, and they have to be run by market makers to keep the liquidity rolling. It can't be botted or anything like that, because that's detrimental to the actual end user. It has to be done properly, and we are not a project that has or did have a huge pre-mine or anything like that. We were literally bootstrapped from the ground up, and we've launched in you know, in the right way, in a fair way. And some people say to me, and they're like, well, Elon Moon tokens got on Binance. But what people don't realize is these tokens, these tokens, they are literally 100% pre-mine, because when the tokens are issued, they literally have all the tokens. So imagine us starting Raptoreum and having 21 billion coins in our hand, ready to do something with. And that's the position that they're in. They paint value into their own nothingness. And this is why they get listed on places like Coinbase and you know, in all these big exchanges and things, because they give a percentage or a proportion of this 100% pre-mine
exchange
to them, and that is a large control of the actual underlying market, and that is, in my opinion, totally against the intrinsic values of the cypherpunk manifest, or blockchain, or Bitcoin, the rules of it. So and that's what makes blockchain exciting, because of these rules. And this is why I'm here at Raptoreum, because we stick to these rules. And so yeah, it goes against all of that, and it's all about the money. It takes away the actual free market for the end user and puts it into the rich. So this is why that they get listed on these places. But what I will say is, as fast as they get listed, you know, most of the time, probably 99% of the time they get listed, they've only paid for 6 months to a year of a market maker, and then they've run out of money, because they had the full float of their token issuance right there and then, and then they've got no more money left after, and they're usually just pumps and dumps. And Raptoreum is nothing like that. You know, we are real. We're building something tangible. We're building something that has value and that gives people use case. It gives people hope in an uncertain world. It crosses borders. It's ultra cheap, and it's real technology. It's the tracks that trains ride on, and this is really important. And yes, we've got a token layer now, and there's going to be projects in the future that you'll see that have been built on Raptoreum, that have minted their tokens, that are then suddenly on KuCoin or suddenly on Coinbase, and that's because they have issued 30% of their Raptoreum created tokens to these rich people in the space, just for money reasons, and we're not anything about that. So yes,
If you're of a if you're of a certain age, you remember the dot-com boom, and I remember it very well. VC was throwing money like crazy at any dot-com that came along, and they spent the money like there was no tomorrow. And pretty soon it all dried up. And the only people who really did well after that were the ones who were bootstrapping it, essentially. A few did well with VC back, but those VC guys were very sharp and reeling in the spending and the thinking. And there's nothing like having to do it the hard way and doing it on limited resources. And I learned that very early on back then, that those companies played it smart. They realized that they had to husband their funds very carefully, and their thinking had to be right. They couldn't afford to make poor decisions. They'd make them, but they wouldn't be catastrophic because they knew, hey, we don't have that much to begin with. So that was another thing that I liked about Raptoreum when I started looking at it. It was bootstrapped. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
What was I going to say? I mean, obviously, as I've said, we're saving up to put the project in these sort of places, and it's something we really want to do. It's one of our main goals, and part of the way on getting to that is with our partners, and part of the way of getting to that is a lot to do with how people perceive the project as well. Like I said earlier, it's all part of the snowball effect, and when one thing happens, it rolls onto the next thing, and there's more value in the project, and then other things happen. But what I will say is, anyone, it doesn't matter who you are, if you hold some Raptoreum coins, you are part of the project, you are part of the team, because we're here because we are just community members that are, excited about what's being built. We're not here because we're millionaires or anything like that. We've obviously got our own day-to-day jobs and things like that. So we're just here because we enjoy what we're doing. And any of you guys can do the same thing as well. You can work with us, you can build with us, and you can actually work with friends, work with the community in helping to raise funds. I don't think we're going to do it ourselves. We're not going to try and hold our hands out anymore because I don't think we're fit for that. I don't think our community is receptive to that. But if the community want to do it themselves, then there's nothing stopping any community member rallying up people and listing Raptoreum anywhere they like, because Raptoreum is something that once it's started, just like Bitcoin, it cannot be stopped, it cannot be controlled. It's in your control yourselves, it's in your hands, and you have the power to put Raptoreum wherever you want to put it, just as me and Hunter do, or whatever. So let's do these things, and yeah, let's just do it. I want these things as much as you guys. So let's work together and make these things happen. Okay. Is there anything else you think we should talk about, Hunter? We have actually dragged on today a little bit because we're not doing, the Crypto Smith stream.
Right.
Exactly,
I would.
Soka. Exactly. Best community. And Soka's a good example of this. Soka created a game. He didn't have to. This was right in the depths of a bear market when everyone or a lot of people were emotional. They were salty about blockchain because, let's face it, the majority of people in blockchain, they have short-term minds and they get really emotional over just a small change in the dollar value, which is a little bit stupid, but that's how a lot of people are. But Soka, pushed through. It didn't matter what the price was. Soka saw the potential, and he pushed through, and he created something, and he's still, he's still creating something, and he's talking about integrating assets into the game that is created as well, or maybe anything in the future that he creates. So he's a good example of community spirit and seeing things for what they are and not for what your pocket says they are, which is really important for moving a project forward and for really for really showcasing that community spirit and an actual understanding that each one of you owns the project. You own a piece of the project, and that's it's really important that you understand that.
Well said.
Zed saying, I am holding wrap and mining at a power loss just so I can support the project. Awesome, man. I'm not in a hurry for major exchanges. Soka's saying, we've got to do this together, bro. Exactly, man. Exactly. But yeah, just imagine we've got 3 different marketplaces being created, and it's so exciting because imagine obviously we've got Tree who's building assets into Stacy if he ever manages to get it done. Tree, you want to hurry up, bro? What's going on? But yeah, this brings total new use case. So imagine you are a token project and you're like, well, okay, how are we going to transact tokens in the community and reward people and airdrop people? Well, they're going to use Stacy Wallet, aren't they, for all the Raptoreum tokens in all these servers. Tree's Stacy Wallet's going to be in thousands of servers. So that's something cool to have, right? Then with a marketplace that whichever one comes out first, they'll be sent to there. You'll be able to trade them and things like that. It's just a dream of UTXO DeFi of mine to get all these little pieces of the puzzle in place, and it's a community effort, and then a little bit of sprinkle of the Talon wallet, and oh my goodness me, what do we have here, Hunter?
A hell of a 2025. That's what I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's so exciting, guys. So exciting.
There's so many pots in the fire right now. We're very aware of not spreading ourselves too thin. That's another. I've reeled in some things that I thought might be good, and I just said, wait, let's not pursue those. Let's focus on a few things. And we're working behind the scenes on media. Hopefully this week we have one of our team members here in Panama meeting with an editor of a major magazine, online magazine, to be a resource. I want to point that out, being a resource for blockchain in general. And that's kind of a long-term thing that you if you get it, it's a wonderful thing because you're now called when a writer hears something about blockchain, they'll call up the expert that they know, and that'll be us. And that is beautiful. If you don't know anything at all about how editorial stuff works, that is a beautiful thing. And because they can, they they ask us for a comment, and they mention Raptoreum in the article, or whatever it's going to be. So once you have one big one, there'll be others coming along too, but it's real tough to get the first one. The second one is a lot easier. The first million's the toughest thing to get. The second million's a lot easier. The third million is even easier. So some of these rules that have been around a long time apply. And it took a long time to get this. And so a lot of coaching going on, and we're in good hands. So I'm very excited about that. And that's all I think for this week.
There could be an article about, you know, like a banana meme or something like that, and they're talking about it, and they're like, Hunter, so what do you think about... Hunter from Raptoreum says, is a piece of shit.
Well, I'd be a little more diplomatic, I think, but I'd probably say, well, it's SH asterisk T, but it is something that is, it takes time to develop, and man, it would be and by the way, it's in Latin America. This isn't just local to me, it is Latin America, which has, it's easy for Latin Americans to get online, go on CoinEx and buy. In essence, they can use CoinEx. So we're very fortunate for that.
Can you use it?
So,
you can't use it. You can use it where you are.
Yeah, I don't need a VPN for it because it's Panama.
Stays on mine in the UK now. When I go on it, it gives me this warning to say I can't use it, but it still works anyway. I don't get it. It says, yeah, I can't use it.
If I make the mistake and use the US VPN, it'll tell me no, you're SOL. So yeah. So it doesn't really matter for me. I just log on from here, and I'm not even verified on it, and I can use it. I'm not doing a lot, but for Latin Americans, yeah, it's easy.
It looks like some community members are very interested in creating the banana token. So Hunter, what do you think about the banana token?
I think it's better than a cleavage token. I'll tell you that much.
You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said that. You know what's coming in the chat.
I know. I can laugh at myself. I'm strong enough. I can laugh at myself. I did get you back for that, though.
It's Budweiser typing, look.
Yeah, but it was. If you didn't see what it was on, what was it? The last update.
Yeah, I think it was the. I'm trying to think. Was it the AMA?
That was the AMA. I think it was the AMA. That was one of those things. I left you in at the end. Oh no, it was the Lion King. The show he did on the Lion King.
Oh yeah.
You started singing at the end. You thought I'd leave it out. Yeah, no. But you were good. You were talented. They had to use you next time. Anyway, yeah, there we go. Thank you, FUD. Hunter cleavage, yeah. If it only looked that good. Yeah. Anyway, moving right along.
Okay, JD Knives, also known as Jesse Lambert, is saying time for a sword auction. Yeah, it's about time, mate. And probably 20 other auctions as well. Yeah, definitely. Okay. I think we are pretty much done here, unless there's something else that people want us to talk about. You've got a couple of minutes to let us know.
Sword auction. Yep, that's going to be a popular one.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful sword, too. Don't tell Charlie.
It is a beautiful sword. It is really cool.
Yeah.
And that's actually something that CryptoSmith has done to go towards getting us a listing somewhere. So that's his part that he's played in getting us to this step that we all want to get onto. So a big thank you to Jesse Lambert for all of the work that he's done on that sword. And you you were working on a video for that, weren't you?
Still am.
You still
I,
are,
got-
yeah.
I hopefully have more time this week. By the way, Alucard is asking who is working on transaction decoupling.
The developers.
He said Try and Piggy, ? Tree and Piggy.
Piggy hasn't been around for a while because he's been in hospital. He's been on the development calls and things like that, but he hasn't actually been, around the project for maybe a month or more now. So yeah, the developers are doing what they're doing and continue to do. And yeah. Okay.
I think we're good.
I think we are good. A big thank you to everyone that has tuned in for our weekly update. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget we are on X as well. Please follow us on there. We're on Instagram and Threads as well. And you can also check us out on TikTok. That's Artificial Raptoreum. Please give this stream a like at the bottom. And click the subscribe button to be kept up to date with any more Raptoreum videos that we do. We will be back next week with another weekly update. Possibly something, as Hunter mentioned earlier, for the new year as well. Bloopers or something like that. I'm a little bit nervous about that, actually. What it's going to put together. But yeah, we'll definitely have something out for then as well. I don't know if I want to do it live, Hunter, because I've got kids and things like that, and they're probably going
We don't have to do it live. We can program it, put it on the channel.
Yeah, maybe
We
we'll
just have
do
to do it like
we'll do a premiere.
a premiere, and the
Yeah.
members will get the members. We did, by the way, in the Raptor Chain reaction that just came out today. We did members got an advanced peek starting yesterday evening.
Yeah.
We're gonna do more of that. Yeah, but I think what we do is we do we record it, but we're going to be drinking and recording it live. That'll be a lot of fun. that'll be the Raptor Teeny makes its debut.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so don't forget, Crypto Smith is coming back in January after the new year, which is fair enough. He's got to do his thing. We will be back next week, as I've said. Oh yeah, if you want to become a member of this channel, we do have 4 separate support levels, and it really helps me and Hunter out with things that we are pushing on behind the scenes that you're going to be seeing real soon. And it's what else can I say, Hunter? Is there anything you want to add?
I do remember one thing real quick.
Go
It's
on.
the marketing thing that we're working on. Hopefully this week, a call with that outfit in the US.
Yeah.
Brand manager. Yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll have more to talk about next week. And there you are.
And there we are. Thank you very much, guys. Join us again next week.
Thanks.
If you like the stream, please give it a like. Please, just please. We are begging you. And remember, if you own a coin of Raptoreum, you are part of the team of the project. You own a piece of that of the project, and you are as important as anyone else on the team. And if we can all do our part, we can all make something great right here, because we have got the pieces of the puzzle that are closely moving together to bring something to the world that is game changing. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye.